Follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Jamaican Dads with a Z.
And definitely join us here on Nationwide 90 FM every Thursday at 8 p.m. with a repeat on Sundays at 6 p.m. for the Jamaican Dads podcast. It's a revolution in media.
Hi there. Here's some good news for these trying times. Quote, "By God's word, I can see where I'm going. They throw a beam of light on my dark path." Unquote. Psalm 119, verse 105. Listen for God's word weekdays at 5:45 a.m. and 12:55 p.m. through
Oasis. Stop by for a refreshing drink and share a God perspective for the day.
Oasis, weekdays 5:45 a.m. and 12:55 p.m. right here on Nationwide, a revolution in media.
The rebroadcast of the Oasis can be heard weekdays at 5:45 a.m.
The Oasis is brought to you by Solar Tech Jamaica. We use the gift of the sun to power our world.
Pull up another party, yeah, I know what nobody.
Come join us outside with Pepita. Every Saturday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. right here on Nationwide 90 FM.
Boy, Yafi.
We bring you the views, the news, and we'll be cruising all around Jamaica.
Hey, surprise them with a bang.
Where the hot spots, raindrops, sunshine, we'll be there. Don't miss it, don't miss it. Outside with Pepita.
Affairs of the Heart is brought to you by Supermed Pharmacy. Super happy, super healthy, Supermed. And the Ministry of Health and Wellness. Healthy people, healthy environment.
Your family deserves the best. And at Supermed Family of Pharmacies with locations across Kingston, St. Mary, Portland, and St. Thomas, they work to provide you with quality products and service to help you take care of yourself and the ones you love. Join the family. Super happy, super healthy, Supermed.
Mosquitoes can spread diseases such as dengue fever. Common symptoms of dengue include fever, severe headache, pain behind the eyes, muscle pain, joint pain, skin rash, nausea, and vomiting. If you feel you have dengue fever, visit your doctor or health center, rest, drink lots of fluids, use only paracetamol for pain. Do not take aspirin or other painkillers. Protect yourself from dengue and other mosquito-borne diseases. A message from the Ministry of Health.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Would you believe me if I told you? Will you believe me when I say affairs of the heart, together we've grown, if ever apart. All I want you to know is your love is life-changing, and I couldn't be the same without you, darling. Your love is life-saving. You always catch me when I fall. When the tour bus drop off and all light lock off, and I'm a mere mortal again. Promoter belly full and all the fans gone home. I'm glad that you're more than a friend. And when your love is life-changing, and I couldn't be the same without you, darling. Your love is life-saving. You always catch me when I fall. There's people just like you and me, we pass them in the traffic, that never fall in love, and some me have it, say me lucky. Enough of them not fortunate enough to have somebody. Some just cannot see beyond the flesh, and it's so funny. Never get too caught up in yourself to feel the magic. True love come and pass you by in life, it is so tragic. Opportunity is good, so take it while you have it. Don't wait till you are panic. Well, the last man you there would make a big mistake. Left and gone for good and miss out something we're great. Loyal and full of it when enough of them a move fake. Our things separate, we can't separate. Cause I would miss you, baby, and I can't do without you, darling. Yes, and I would miss you, baby. Girl, you know I love you bad. Affairs of the heart.
Welcome to another episode of Affairs of the Heart right here on Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. Want to say big up to my sponsors, of course, Supermed Pharmacy, super happy, super healthy, Supermed, and the Ministry of Health and Wellness, healthy people, healthy environment. Well, tonight's topic, if you ignore red flags early, should you complain in the end? Night and day, mere people get up and say, yo, you send me meet that be your brother. And from the story start, me I said then, oh, you end up this then, brother. You know this. So cause in the end, you know, man sit down and I said, they don't know say, I said, hold on, brother. Don't, and you complain to the wrong person. Because I remember when they tell me what you seen at the beginning. So we are complaining about in the end. Some persons are of the firm belief that they possess the skill set to transform a red flag into a green flag. Unless, of course, you work on one of them roads or St. Thomas. Well, others tend to mistake red flags for beige. But these same people tend not to have the foresight to know when to call it quits or to just accept a person for who they are. Well, tonight on Affairs of the Heart, we'll hear about the experiences. And of course, as usual, we've got the polls. I'm sure GLP and PNP would have really appreciate some of these polls that we've done. On Instagram, we asked, if you ignore red flags early, should you complain in the end? And I want to send a big shout out to my barber. And I hope my barber will come from foreign very soon, because this is giving people the impression that we're homeless. So 39% said yes, 61% said no. And on Twitter, we asked the same question. 33% said yes, 67% said no. All right, well, what can I tell you? Me not argue with it. So for our YouTubers, I need to give you this information. Our nationwide YouTube account, Nationwide 90FM Live, is having some technical difficulties. However, we've made sure to provide you with a great option. And all you need to do is type in at Nationwide. No, by the way, for those who are not necessarily technologically advanced, the at I speak of is not AT. It's the symbol for at. And if you don't know, just ask somebody. At Nationwide News Network. And you'll be right there. All right, so big up to my YouTube crew, of course, who's out in their numbers. Ricardo Portius, Paul Peart, Errol Townsend, Cheryl Hamilton, big up on yourself, Otis Hamilton, and the dance too. I want to them my family. All right, so for the purposes of my YouTube crew, when I call your name, you just wave your hand so people know who them going to cuss and who them going to agree with. And yeah. And of course, this is not an interview at the U.S. Embassy, so you need not wait until you're asked a question to respond. This is a discussion among friends, and you are not judged in this space between 9 to 10:30. You might be judged at 10:35, but Camario.
Yes.
Man ball out like, man say, me I call everybody name. Like, what? Zara.
Right, that's me.
And Zara is a model. Yes.
I will tell you that.
I would add the rest, but I'm not going to add the rest. Right. Okay, so, but tonight I'm going to solve all, at least 95% of your problems, Zara. Okay. Bree!
Hey.
No, something wrong now, you know, because a two-man over here, all right?
Uh-huh.
And one of them, I'm at you.
Yeah.
You know which one?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Matthew, big up yourself.
Every time.
You have to go find a name, brother.
My name?
Yeah, just find a name.
Prince.
Man, come in a purple rain settings, man. What this, man? Cha. Well, as always, we start with the ladies. So, I'm going to vote. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, catch a tiger by the toe. If you ever let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. All right. So, Zara, tell us. You've been in relationships and seen red flags early, or you saw them late?
Early, I've seen them late.
You've seen them early and late.
Mhm.
The ones you saw late, did you also see them early?
Yeah, but I just never know at the time. I had to go back. It's like later, I look back and I'm like, somebody see that though.
So, you've seen some early,
Mm-hmm.
seen some late.
Mm-hmm.
Are there relationships you've seen the red flags early, then turn around and see red flags late?
Yeah.
So there's a whole set of red flag from start to finish.
Them just did that pop up.
What exactly would make you ignore the red flags that you saw and tell me about some of these red flags? So, yeah, let's start. What would make you ignore some of these red flags?
Love, or what I thought was love at the time, because I'm a very loving person, and I love love. I love being in love. I love having my person, and I'm just love out Big Yamed. But
No, love and yamed is not the same. Hold on.
You're right.
But hold on, you said it's love. So it took you to be in love to see the red flags. You never see the red flags before you fall in love.
No, because before you fall in love, them time then, the man's sweet, and he message you every day, and him ask if you eat, and him pick you up and him take you out, and him hold your hand when him walking with you, and him tell all him friend them boy, and him carry you around him friend them and him family, and everybody you feel like, yeah man, everything good. And now as a drop boops in a love, I see him so, him come back and all of the red flag them just start pop. 1, 2, 3.
I'm gonna then ask you, since you've painted a picture of early deception, that's what you're painting, a picture of early deception. Anybody ever tell you you can tell everything about a man in the first 5 minutes?
I've never heard that.
Yes, you can if you pay attention. Men can't help themselves. They show you who they are in 5 minutes. But if you don't see it, it will take you 5 months or 5 years. It is what it is. So, you use the things that feel good. And these are the things you think that probably never make you see the red flags early, or is love you want to say is the reason why.
Well, okay, why I said love is because that's what love is for me.
Mm-hmm.
Those actions, that for me is love, because I like feeling like when my man said something to me like, hey baby, I'm going to be away from my phone for the rest of the day, but I love you, have a good day, I'll talk to you when I can.
That
say,
all
yeah.
if you did here.
Yeah, like if you just don't message me for the whole day, then I'm gonna say, yo, I want to do with you. But at least you let me know. Communication. You take me out. Even if it's not nothing expensive, we're gonna come movie, look at something you spend time with me. Then look at something that I like that, and I like doing things that make me bond with my partner. We sit down and we, connect.
Are you by chance a woman who tells a man early all the things that make you happy? Or the majority of things that make you happy? So you give him a roadmap to your happiness?
Maybe I have, but that's on purpose. Just throughout conversation it comes up, but I've never sat down and said, hey, I want X, Y, Z to make me happy.
3 more men in the studio. And me there to tell you. The more you tell man, the more them just do what you say. And if them is not that man, then sooner or later it will run out. Yeah. But give me a scenario of a red flag that came into your life that you saw and eventually it bite you in the
Which one you want? How much I can't? How long is the program?
you can choose one, and I'll come back to you but choose one that you think is really that moment that you didn't know within yourself. You know, somebody should have given him taste and by rat poison. Yeah.
Okay, I dated this guy once and we started off. The first red flag was he had a girlfriend, right? And I said, okay, no, you have a girlfriend. We can't start talking like that, just fine. As him and the girl done, call me, yeah, ready. I said, all right, yeah. Because him treat me nice. And we go out all the time. I'm with him friend them. And I said, if you have a woman, you're not going to bring around your friend them and your family like that and everybody knows you have a woman. So I said, all right then, nothing will go on. All right, fine. We're dating. Everything was fine. And then he just started changing up. His behavior just started changing. We barely go out anymore. It's just him and him friend them. I don't see him posting pictures with him when he's out anymore. I said, what? Him and one next girl out. Someone should have known that because I see him so we start. I see him so it's going to end. Why am I never think about that? I would have said what was happening at the time.
You got caught in a moment.
Yeah.
So the moment him did tell you, say, him have a girl, you say, no, you're not upon that. Mm-hmm. And the moment him tell you, say, him done with her, what was it about this man that suddenly made you say, I lie, all right then? Because if him really know this girl, and him done, and same time him call you, you never wonder to yourself what real purpose him call you for?
At the time, no. That's what I say.
You know, Sam did really want to show the girl that him just left, say. Irreplaceable is the song name. You must not know about me. I can get another one in a minute.
I think about that. Most of the man treat me good. We can par. Everything that I look for in a person, this boy is giving me. And I don't remember ever communicating to him exactly what I wanted in a partner because we never started talking on that basis. We're just friends.
So even a nice man can be a John Crow?
Yeah, that is, I've learned my lesson now. I've learned my lesson, but...
So, now that you look back at it, is the man you blame or yourself?
I don't like to... when we stopped dating,
Let me take out blame out of it. Let me take out blame. Who you think was more accountable for this relationship starting? You or the man?
I don't know how to say me or him. I always said everybody has a role to play. Because I saw what it was and I ignored it. Then not my fault that, but he knew what I wanted and he knew that that's not what he wanted, but him still pursue me and tell me everything and show me everything like that's the person he is when that's not who he is.
Well, if I order chicken and you bring me chicken, shrimp and steak, me not complain. Me work with
and that's what I don't know. You see how you love talk?
Hold on. So, wait, what was the end game when you started dating this man? What was the intentions really? Was it just to date him or to be in a relationship with him? Because there's a difference, if you're just casually dating and things kind of can get certain type of treatment, based on the type of guy. In dating people, you can get boyfriend treatment,
True.
And then you fall in love.
True.
And then when that is taken away from you say that the guy is horrible, him this, him that, him toxic. And that's how a man can get bad name. But that's just the guy himself, him, that's how he treats women,
I agree, you're right. That's just how some men are. But my intentions were always relationship. When I'm casually dating, I'm dating multiple people. We're not doing anything that I would not be comfortable doing with more than one person. And everybody knows what the situation is. When I'm dating one person, that is, I am really interested in you. I see a future with you. I want a relationship. And he knew that.
I'm going to tell you this. I don't know about no other man in her. But you see the idea that women have, where you say you date more than one man at a time, trying to make no man know, and that you do. Because man have a way of feeling. Say, him couldn't look for you and tell you, say, you know me about 5 girls, go around and think. The same way how it seem when man say it, as some man see it when a man say it. But I'm going to ask you one thing before we go to this break. Were you interested in finding out why him and him woman left?
Was I interested in finding out why?
Yeah, you did want to know, because remember, you now hear say him single and you say, what? Then if this man so great, the next woman, she not see the greatness where you will see. So it didn't dawn on you to find out from him what the problem?
Who broke up with
you never want to know?
We had that conversation.
And he told you she does wrong.
No. Actually, he told me that what did he say? I don't remember, you know. It wasn't that though. It was something about she wasn't happy with the relationship, and there are certain things that she wanted more things from him. I don't remember exactly, but she wanted more from him, and he just feel like he couldn't give her at the time and whatever.
Right. And you never look upon this brand new car and ask yourself, what could have wrong with it? Because if it good enough, not saying it can't done because it's a good. It's not that. It's just a matter of putting the pieces together to try and figure out what. Because if you know what, maybe you might stop and say, well, and then the handbrake might have come up for just a second. But I hope at this point you no longer sit down and tell yourself, say, well, your fault, because in the end, whichever, whether it's man or woman, whoever know the game better will play the game better. But that's that. Yeah. We take the first break, and when we come back, we get into the rest of these flaggings.
Oh, yeah.
Need to make a change to your title or need a title? GeoLand Title Limited. They do lost title application, add and remove names from titles, wills, estates. First-time registration land surveys also included. Affordable rates and flexible payment options. NLA adjudication and land titling waivers also available. They have 8 locations island-wide. Call 876-754-6436 or visit their website at geolandonline.com. GeoLand Title Limited. Secure your land, secure your title.
Mosquitoes will breed in containers that hold water. Tightly cover water storage containers such as drums, buckets, and tanks, or cover the water surface with cooking oil. Punch holes in all tins, plastic containers, and boxes to prevent the collection of water before disposal. Cover old tires or fill with dirt. Scrub all vases once per week to remove mosquito eggs and dispose of garbage by placing in plastic bags. Do your part to prevent mosquito breeding. A message from the Ministry of Health.
It's back to school time again, and KB is making things easy. Shop online, in-store, or via WhatsApp at 876-788-1405 for a chance to win 150,000 cash, a laptop or tablet, and it doesn't end there. KB is making everything easy. Pick up in-store or shop online today. Promotion runs from July 17 to September 2. Easy, that's the KB difference.
Discover Discover something new. Discover the KB difference.
Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
Your family deserves the best. And at SuperMed Family of Pharmacies with locations across Kingston, St. Mary, Portland, and St. Thomas, they work to provide you with quality products and service to help you take care of yourself and the ones you love. Join the family. Super happy, super healthy, SuperMed.
Ezekiel, see one Total Tools struck a buck up in the yard, yeah?
Oh man, it's a surprise. 3 brand new piece of equipment with this buy from Total Tools.
What you say? Some brand new equipment? A free one? Thank God!
Yes, we rent, we repair, and now we buy with one tools from Total Tools.
Total Tools Sales, Main Street, Ocho-Rios, and the Slipe Road, Kingston, offering the best after-sale service. Call 876-908-0667 or 876-994-1653. Total Tools.
Mosquitoes can spread diseases such as dengue fever. Common symptoms of dengue include fever, severe headache, pain behind the eyes, muscle pain, joint pain, skin rash, nausea, and vomiting. If you feel you have dengue fever, visit your doctor or health center, rest, drink lots of fluids, use only paracetamol for pain. Do not take aspirin or other painkillers. Protect yourself from dengue and other mosquito-borne diseases. A message from the Ministry of Health.
We're having problems with our main YouTube page, but you can still enjoy or live stream on the YouTube platform. Go to Nationwide 90 FM Live or backup page to enjoy your favorite Nationwide programs. You can get there by simply typing @Nationwide News Network in your YouTube search window. You can also listen and interact with us through the Nationwide app and on your radio at 90.1, 90.3, 90.5, 90.7, and 90.9.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Would you believe me if I told you? Will you believe me when I say affairs of the heart? Together we've grown, if ever apart. All I want you to know is your love is life-changing, and I couldn't be the same without you, darling. Your love is life-saving. You always catch me when I fall. When the tour bus drop off and all I...
Thanks for staying with us right here on Affairs of the Heart and Nationwide 90 FM. So, let me go around the Mesa. Then again, it's too big to be called Mesa. But anyway, yeah. Vamos Amigos, Buku and did work for me, you know. Table, Mesa. So... Anybody, I'm sure there's somebody have a story they want to tell tonight. They want to, somebody need to purge themselves. Oh, Jesus.
That smile look serious, Prince?
Yeah, man.
That smile,
Prince, you look like you've been shackled by this red flag where you see early and know, say, Delilah. Yeah.
Prince didn't know that she the wicked man.
Yeah, man, talk to her, Prince. We're there for you. We you know.
They
Yeah.
have an idea still, you know.
Come on. Yeah, man.
Good?
Yeah, man. You did have an idea.
They have an idea still, but things I could project my voice.
Yeah, man.
Alright. This little better?
Yeah, man. Right here.
Alright. Yeah, as usual, when you enter a relationship, most times everything you're not going to find comfortable with a girl. You have some things where you say, maybe we can work on it.
Like what, so?
Alright. I got crush a can and say, a lot of females have daddy issues.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's some green around the table.
Around the table? I feel a little bit attacked, but go ahead.
Yeah,
so,
a lot of them do.
Yeah, so you know.
And you have different versions of daddy issues.
Right, them tell the stories to them father treat them mother away because him a whole heap of woman and rare. You know, but yet you never think say it would affect them that much if them project all of that on you.
Yo, man, I agree with it.
You might laugh,
yeah, I agree with you.
Oh, you agree with him?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
So every little thing me used to do is like, is a problem, is a confrontation. I mean, I say, you don't need to behave so. It just, it's things we can talk about, you don't need to blow it up out of proportion. But as time passes, it get worse and worse. And it just never make no sense. But did see it before, you know.
Yeah. How long you did go through this?
A year, 1 year.
1 year.
A whole year. Yes.
And
man.
at the end of the year, at that point, you realize that it was really your ego that told you you could have fixed this.
Never me ego, you know. But she have good, alright.
She have good sex.
No, she that is one, but she have good qualities about her. She's a nice girl. She very caring.
Yeah.
And she nurturing and she know to take care of her man.
Okay.
You understand?
So she knew to take care of a man, but she didn't know how to separate the man she take care of from the issues that she have.
Right. But it's something that I felt I could have worked on with her.
Well,
why? Because you did have issues too?
I no issues, but me I say
that's why I ask you about ego.
Not to cut him in, but
no, cut him.
No, it's not an ego. He sees it in himself to say, all right, me I try work on this as a relationship because I believe in this relationship. So I'm going to try him best to say, all right, let's move on or try, but the girl now going to end up cut the issues.
No,
just
but
like that.
isn't it a case that a lot of the times what we do is say, we're going to try work with somebody because we don't love somebody who is willing to work with we, or we know somebody work with in the past, so we try work with somebody too, and that's really what it is. Somewhere in there, you believe it can work.
You're not gonna find a perfect girl.
Prince, how hot was the girl?
No, God.
She did hot still.
How hot was the girl?
No, she did hot.
No, hold on.
I know which point they are trying to get at.
No, ego got up.
No, me got the sex route, you know. Ego got up. And him got the, how hot was the girl?
How hot was the girl? So, we could start shallow before we go up in a deep side of the pool, right? Start shallow. How hot was the girl? She did hot. Alright,
she did that.
Zine?
So that hold you, because you don't want to get, with 10 being the hottest.
Alright. Me give her 8 and a half.
All right.
8.5. Alright, 8.5.
Ask Prince when last. If him have a history of 9 and 10.
Yeah,
the facts of Prince. No, the facts of Prince takes a long for answer, man.
That not so confident, man.
If you have a history at 10, 8.5. It's not a hot girl for you then.
But all I know, what me try to ask you is, how you did feel when you go out with a girl and a girl lay up on your hand? And you know, say, yo, a piece of arm candy this so enough man want. You not tell me say that wasn't a major factor that prolonged that year? Because you have it in your mind, say, yo, she look good, but as the door locked,
yeah, but what me say, aside from that, she did have some qualities we did like. Otherwise, from she being hot.
Explain the qualities then.
No, I'm tell me already. Yeah. So she nurturing and she kind and she caring.
Yeah, man. So, she'll come and she cook.
So Prince, you did shot a girl named this girl.
I never shot a girl, but
no. Before her, caring, nurturing, kind girl was not the standard way accustomed.
I did shot at that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did talk to some girl way.
Good. So
them look good, but
so you find some things in this girl and go compensate for some things where you never find otherwise, and struggle with it for a year. Believing say you can tear down the red flag when she come with. Brother, why never just tell her after a month? Say, me check for you, but I think it is best. With or without me, I think it's best if you go try resolve some issues, even if you end up with the next man.
Yeah, but why we can't work on it together?
Before you answer that.
Oh, you're a psychiatrist.
I was just about to ask.
Oh, you're a psychiatrist.
Because...
No.
How long why we can't work on it together?
I was psychic because...
No, either that or Prince have some issues too. So the two of them sit down with issues and go and work it out.
Issues together.
So how long you find out her issues? Like you definitely sure.
After a month, and then you
know
what go on.
A month.
After a month,
we sit down.
I take a whole year.
we sit down and we talk and
No,
we say, yo, you have to
alright
work on
then,
them
Prince,
thing. You
Prince,
have to
Prince,
work on
if
them thing.
you find out that after a month, right, so she have them daddy issues here, then you did try avoid her look on yes. You see it just like her someone them just come and left and bam and just like them, just like my father. Wait,
No, me
have the
never.
bag of woman them and
Prince
just left the
decides, say, a Jesus thing him go.
brother, you sacrifice yourself.
Man go up on the cross, man.
Ja
Yeah,
Rastafari.
man.
How much nearly do you
But
want
the
to get?
difference with you and Christ is that Christ didn't try to save the world, rude boy. You are trying to save
One
she alone.
So, so yeah, say it don't worth it.
I never said that.
Never said
Alright.
that.
But if
You're
you
not a
if you
psychiatrist.
sit here and tell me after a year it done, my question is, was it?
It wasn't just the daddy issues. Other
No,
things
no.
that
Was
come
it worth it?
up. Oh, it did worth it, man. It
Oh.
did worth a try. It did worth a try.
Oh, it did worth a try.
I have a
it did worth a
question. I
try.
have a question. So after the year, were there any like changes with her?
Him say some other things come out.
Oh, she
Because there had to be some changes why you decided that you're going to stay for at least a year.
Ego. Him tell himself say him nah leave that girl out because him know him can change
Nah,
her.
still, you know, me never say Amazon give a full year free trial. Me get a 1 month, you know, but you know, man, got a full year.
3
Good thing me have
months.
Amazon Prime.
I know so it work, bro. I'm so sorry. I know so it work.
I feel like it did worth it.
You feel like it?
Is it worth? Okay, so
Oh,
it's
you
worth,
did
why
build
is it worth it?
character.
Then?
You did build personal
Remember, I
character.
say it's a character building workshop.
And
You
for
want
tell
put
the
some on
truth,
your
me come out of
resume.
Alright.
Workshop.
Resume. Me come out of that a changed man. A new man right now.
Also, say you
Like it was for you.
hold on, say you go on like say after all of this you walk away and just say the truth is this was your therapy.
No, they should have started with that.
No,
then.
it's not therapy. It's a learning process.
Learning
We
experience.
learn something from that relationship.
Bro, the two of us sit down with a bag of flag.
We learn something from
I
it.
agree with Prince. I can tell you this.
That is it.
From the start, you know, we always say we are a work in progress. We believe in that.
That's a good excuse.
We are a work in progress.
It's a good excuse.
From the start of the relationship to the end of the relationship, we are a work in
When
progress.
relationships good, people don't consider themselves working.
No, man, but me I tell
Them
you.
say, you know, we got this right.
But in a day,
Yeah, man. When it
he
now go on
learned-
good, we are working.
But in a day, he exit that relationship being a better man, a better version of himself. So in a day,
Him exit
it
that
is-
relationship knowing him never win.
Yeah, but it's a win-win for him. Because he must say, all right, I know I'm do wrong now, I'm not going to do it again.
And imagine that, you know.
So he just a work on the progress.
Everybody else out there never have this woman. And now after the year, somebody else end up with her now.
Yeah, any
And
man get
you
a girl there after me.
Add. You,
them good.
Them win. Them win.
Oh, you fix her.
Wait, so you do what you have to
So,
do.
so if you fix her, we never keep her.
Right, for the next man.
No, but if
sometime
but if
after-
she good enough for the next man, why you never
Why you
keep
never
her?
stick
No, man,
around
she
then?
looking at herself and she know say, Ray.
You know that movie there where the man, any woman him have sex with, the woman find her husband after that. That movie there.
Oh.
Yeah, I know
Oh,
that.
yeah.
What that movie the name?
What, Prince.
Now go watch it.
We'll take a break and soon forward.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Would you believe me if I told you?
Mosquitoes will breed in containers that hold water. Tightly cover water storage containers such as drums, buckets, and tanks, or cover the water surface with cooking oil. Punch holes in all tins, plastic containers, and boxes to prevent the collection of water before disposal. Cover old tires or fill with dirt. Scrub all vases once per week to remove mosquito eggs and dispose of garbage by placing in plastic bags. Do your part to prevent mosquito breeding. A message from the Ministry of Health.
We are the best at what we do. At Hose Assembly and Supply Limited, we supply hose fittings and tools. We guarantee we can't be beaten when price and quality are combined. You brand us the Hose and Tool Boss because we deliver the most effective industrial solutions. Come in and experience the joy of shopping with Hose Assembly and Supply Limited. Call us 876-923-3936 or visit 173 Hagley Park Road, 2 Charlesworth Crescent or Montego Bay Trade Center. Hose Assembly and Supply Limited. More than just hoses. Now open every Sunday.
Escape to the Gulf View Hotel in Mandeville, where comfort meets convenience. We have a variety of meeting spaces to host your events. Stop by El Latitude Lounge and have one of our signature cocktails, or choose from our delectable meal offerings. Book your perfect getaway and select our fall special with 10% off select rooms. We have meals inclusive and day passes available. Call 876-538-3838 or email reservenow@gvh@gmail.com.
Your family deserves the best. And at SuperMed Family of Pharmacies with locations across Kingston, St. Mary, Portland, and St. Thomas, they work to provide you with quality products and service to help you take care of yourself and the ones you love. Join the family. Super happy, super healthy, SuperMed.
Outperform, outlast. We top performance. Jackama. Reliable, full stop, not comma. We have the expertise for drilling and demolition. We have the power tools for plumbers and electrician. Pan select tools, 3 parts and 3 repairs. 3 parts, 3 repairs. 2 to 3 years. Built it, available at Delta Supply, 106 Hagley Park Road. Call us at 876-302-6111-4. Delta Supply, we service what we sell.
Mosquitoes can spread diseases such as dengue fever. Common symptoms of dengue include fever, severe headache, pain behind the eyes, muscle pain, joint pain, skin rash, nausea, and vomiting. If you feel you have dengue fever, visit your doctor or health center, rest, drink lots of fluids, use only paracetamol for pain. Do not take aspirin or other painkillers. Protect yourself from dengue and other mosquito-borne diseases. A message from the Ministry of Health.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Would you believe me if I told you? Will you believe me when I say affairs of the heart, together we've grown.
Thanks for staying with us right here on Affairs of the Heart on Nationwide 90 FM. A reminder to find us on YouTube. Our Nationwide 90 FM live YouTube account is a little bit, catch COVID. So find us on YouTube at Nationwide News Network. At Nationwide News Network. And that should be it. I don't know about Bugs me get a feeling that YouTube and a move in the last me not see nothing. Oh yeah, see it? So Marika, what did you give me? And the knockoff. Come in, Marika. Marika, give me the knockoff. Cha-cha. Bree. How much time you see red flag and stick with it?
Don't laugh.
I wanna be a chuckling.
Why? Not very often enough. I mean, there are a few times.
But you've seen it early?
Yes.
Alright. So why you stick? Great sex.
No.
Bad sex?
No. I think I had the same mentality like Prince. That I would try and work through it with the person.
Is why you did find a man with daddy issues?
No.
Mommy issues.
No, they just ask.
No, man. Yeah, I just felt like, we could have worked through it and whatever, but I didn't stay a whole year. Sorry.
Should be leaving at the
But
moment.
in the end, you accepted the fact that you saw the flags early?
Yeah.
So you just concede and said, Yeah, sorry. You never bother cuss him and said,
No.
oh, that dog, that junk crow.
No, I don't have time for that.
No.
When it come to the end, I just say, you know what? We can just leave it right here.
So you thought, like Prince, you could have changed him.
Yeah, I did. I thought that.
Is
I
that,
did.
is that baby? Is that diapers?
And the problems he had, the red
Change
flags
him
you saw,
together.
were things you believe that you could sit down and say, you know, or your story was, you know, we're in this together. So let's go through this together.
No, it wasn't that.
Or it wasn't that. Or you did just leave him to fix it and
And
it
then,
never
yeah,
fixed.
and then there were just certain things that I thought I could look past because at the end of the day, nobody's perfect. And I just thought that, you know, well, am I going to find like exactly what I'm looking for out there? I don't think so. I'm going to find some qualities and then I'm going to have to deal with the flaws or the red flags. So then I thought that I could have handled that, but at the end,
So-
I was just, it don't make my mental health.
On the list of qualities that you did look for, out of the 5, how much you did find in it? All right, out of the 3 qualities you did look for, how much you did find?
Probably like 2.
Out of 3?
In
Out
other
of
words,
3,
in other words, a 1 quality she
Yeah,
really find.
yeah, for sure.
All right.
Maybe.
So out of the things that you said to yourself, you know, said this not so right, you know. How much of them something that did exist? About 5.
About 5, yeah.
So apart from being desperate at the time, because
I never said that, you know.
because every other man did that on holiday. And
No, all of them are taken or the rest of them are drunk. So I mean,
The one them with
away they go church.
She was blind by love, you
No.
know. I would agree with that. She was blind,
blind,
by love.
blind. I didn't even want to call it that. To
So
be
how she
very
reach out?
honest.
She said she never wait a year.
Yeah, but
she saying short order she did gone.
It's
Or
like-
is it that love just come
Him
quick?
used to hold her hand and thing.
I thought it was love.
So,
But by the end, I realized that no, this was not love.
like,
There you go.
Zara
So it wasn't
stated-
good sex.
Zara
No.
stated once. It's
All right.
a Yamed period.
So talk
Yeah.
truth.
It's a Yamed
Yeah,
period.
yeah.
The fact that it
Every
wasn't
girl
great
have a
sex,
period, they still.
the red flag them did look even brighter.
Yeah.
I see. So you see why I did start off and ask you if it was good, and you said, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. I understand now.
So what did grab it with this man in the beginning, really though? What's his one
his
thing?
personality.
Wow.
No man, it couldn't be in personality, and it's only one thing.
No, man.
Good
Him
personality
just-
transcend into 3, 4, 5 things.
Okay, it's probably just the way that because I love to laugh.
Him love laugh too.
Yeah.
Make you laugh?
Him did always make me laugh.
A,
Like
fan-
from-
a fancy cat you did that with?
So you did a
No.
laugh,
No,
make you
man,
never
the
see
key,
red
man.
from them babes?
No, I mean, I think
Yeah.
I IT.
But just a kiki and the red flag them just a
Just a fly past.
Give me a red flag.
Just a blow past, yeah.
Give me the red flag or really stand out here with this man. While you laugh.
boy.
Him give a joke, what the red flag will you see after you laugh? Him wasn't a gallis. No, that much is true. Him wasn't a gallis.
I wouldn't say that, you know.
So he was a girlist then.
So him was a
Him run through enough girls still.
with it, well, clearly.
He didn't know
with
that
bad
before
with the
or
bad
after?
sex so you talk about. Okay.
You screaming now.
So,
Alright.
so you didn't know that before or after?
No, so he's a stand-up comedian. Okay.
As in before the relationship started?
Yeah.
No, it was during it would come up in conversation, like, you know, who him talk to this and that and whatever.
So
whatever.
was that a red flag for you?
No, I don't ever consider that as a red flag because
Him
that's
did
in your
friendly?
too friendly.
There you go. That's a red flag.
Too friendly.
Always
Too friendly.
always
Too
being
friendly.
friendly a red flag.
Too friendly.
No,
You're not you're the
Oh,
TikTok.
too
You
friendly.
can't be
You
friendly.
can't- shut
Girls
it
think friendly
down.
as flirty.
Shut it
it
down.
down. If you're too friendly with the girl, them gonna think you want them.
Yes.
Stop it.
And them gonna feel like them have easy access to you.
That's negative.
Uh-huh.
No,
I'm
no.
gonna feel like,
you know,
10 marks. Explain.
so
just in
so
a
anytime
moment-
anytime a man
but
friendly
just
with una-
realize that a TikTok, the both of them just use TikTok as a reference point.
Synchronize and everything.
Hold on, as a reference point of academic qualification
I could
on
cite
an
it in a
argument, you know.
paper. What do you mean? I could cite it in a paper right now.
TikTok
That
2023.
that could be a red anyway.
No, not a red flag.
Hold on. Repeat what you said a while ago.
Okay, there's a TikTok, right?
Right.
And the girl was telling her guy, you can't be friendly.
Mhm.
Girls take friendly as flirty. Because she was telling him to shut it down with the girl that he was talking
All right,
to.
so every time a man is friendly with you,
Not every time. Not
Oh,
every
there's a
time.
version of friendly.
so
No,
so
no,
there's
no.
a okay, all right.
No, I'm just saying it's not every time, you know, but sometimes on if I can pick it up. The girl them gonna look at signs, man. She flirty, she have butter eye. Oh,
But
friend.
would the girl them give we signs? But what about
Zara,
me?
let me explain.
I mean, no,
You
there
are
are
easily
times
approachable,
when I have been like in situations where guys have been friendly to me, and me did feel like so the man was flirting.
No, we don't look everything.
Maybe
I don't. Okay, speak for yourself. Speak for yourself.
No.
Speak for yourself.
Maybe because you've been schooled to believe that any man who take the
That
time
is
out to say something nice.
No, I don't believe that.
Flirty. Him going.
Unfortunately, I believe the opposite.
May I tell you something?
I believe when men are friendly to
mistake.
which one is a mistake?
As
What's the
in-
mistake?
As in that flirting, a man too friendly, it's flirting, me I tell you, mistake. That don't make no sense.
No
Because
sense.
me know say,
No, man.
I can talk from a personal experience where me know say me friendly. This is back in a college. And me friendly. And not just me, that are my personality, so me stay.
3/4 who you're friendly with, you know.
Yeah, I'm not even meds. And then my Bridgina tell me the story from the other angle say, oh, like say me I show interest in a girl. My Bridgina look at him. I said, my Bridgina interested in you. I just saw the man just stay with everybody, yo. The man just
We are approachable.
Yeah, but you have to understand that the girl never did know you
Some
from
girls
before. So
don't
how she would have
think
know that? How she would have know say your personality?
So you're
sir?
saying it's
exposed
not
to good people with just
it's not a it's not a man
out
thing, then
there.
it's a girl thing.
Well, if you don't know
I'm gonna
the
say it's
difference
both sides.
between a man
Oh,
It's on both
who have
sides.
No, and
flirted
then,
with you
and then,
and a
there,
we
man
are
and
that
just
then,
being
look
friendly.
and then there's the case where,
That's
where
a
the man
that's
is
a red flag.
where the man is entertaining a certain conversation with them and another girl. And the girl is getting closer and rubbing and hugging and all of these things, and they're
That is-
allowing it.
Alright,
That is different.
no friend.
Oh,
that is different
so-
from
oh,
being friendly.
You're talking
Touching
about
and
the fact
rubbing
that
is
we
different.
allow you and we're not easy off.
That's different.
That don't mean a friendly with friendly. That simply mean we just not rude.
And attention,
That's
they
not,
must see.
but that's not rude.
Attention.
No, because if you
No,
were
if
rubbing
you
up on a man and him
push
turned
her
to you and
off.
say, if you could, please, could you put a little distance between us?
That's not rude. I said, okay, no problem.
No,
move.
you want me to tell
Move
you,
over, I'll
you
sit
want me
over
to
here.
tell you what you're going to sit down while you do your nails and tell everybody in the salon? About the man who said that to you? Okay. I don't need to tell you. Because if you don't know, there's no man under the sun. You imagine you ready to give me your number? And I said to you, I'm sorry, I just can't. Why?
So what wrong with
Well,
that?
it-
Okay.
No, it don't. Whichever world do they live in now?
That's literally happened to me before. I must say, oh, okay, cool.
The man just
Oh,
tell you
business.
say him not interested.
Yeah, and that's
But
fine.
I'm saying to you, you don't walk around and then say, oh, I'm never interested.
Yeah.
That's not no.
No?
That's what you tell yourself. That's not what you tell anybody else. You ain't telling Bree that.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I've literally exactly gone to Brennan and said, you know, I met this guy. And he said, like, he said something to me and I thought he was flirting with me, but he wasn't actually flirting with me. He's actually cool and we're friends now and we're cool and everything good. And
Oh,
we're-
not friends
we're
now.
No,
Yeah.
that's a.
Michelle failed.
Do we understand that that's a different scenario than what we had talked about a while ago?
You mean,
Different.
okay, you mean like
Different.
completely like him just say, oh, him don't want me and him gone about him
No,
business?
imagine that you and I having good conversation and we
Mhm.
link up every day under the tree and the day you draw beside me and thing and because you think, yeah man. And I say, and I shift down a little bit more and say to you, no. Yep. You're gonna say it's a red flag. But
How
you're
is
going
that
to
a
say
red
it's a red flag for a
They
different
said the
reason.
man don't want to play with your team.
Right? Yeah. Because Zara.
I'm
confused.
Zara.
Now we're going to hold different
Hot girl a draw against man. Where them believe I flirt with them. And the moment them draw against man, where them say I flirt with them, and the man draw himself and say him not really why and him so close. And that's not a flag that says to you, you know, say this man definitely not really in a me. And he might not in a Bree. And he might not in a...
I mean, that's his preference.
No, that's not the point. The point is, you're not simply going to walk away and say...
Personally,
Oh.
I've never drawn that conclusion from something like that. I get what
Me
you're saying,
either.
Matthew. I've just never drawn that conclusion.
draw that conclusion
Zin.
before.
I feel like we're straight. I feel like we're straight from the topic.
All right.
Yes,
From the
I
original
agree.
Because I wonder to
I
myself,
agree.
if,
We're talking
if
about
that
red
is
flags.
not a red flag.
No, not to me.
It's not to me.
Oh, it's not. So, you'd be okay eventually dating a guy who you can stand up and tell the world. You know, in the beginning, every time I go near him sort of just draw space between the two of it. And it didn't work out. Why? In the end, him say, I don't think we're compatible.
And next thing, we'll turn woman of the year in first year.
Oh, Jesus. And then you'll cuss and say, I saw the red flag, you know, but... Right. Him just never identify as Bree at the time.
Well, how many green flags does it take to overlook the red flags?
Not many.
For me, it's
Not
just...
many.
it's
You're right, not
strong
many.
ones.
Oh, you just need like one green flag can
And I
kill
think-
four.
I think the hope of a green flag can kill a red flag.
Yeah.
Oh, it depends
And
which
what
green
happens,
flag.
and what
Lot of
happens is we
thinking
like
about
to
potential.
settle. A lot of us like to settle.
They will not do that again.
We like
Zara
to
said
settle.
the man nice.
No, okay.
So she cancel
No,
two red flags for one green flag.
There's a lot of qualities that I look for that are...
That is
I
facts.
look for a lot of qualities in a man, but there are ones that are more important, right? When I like to think about my future and what I want for myself in my future, and if we are on the same page in that regard, or if you present to me that we're on the same page in that regard, I love that. If you're family oriented, I love that. You have ambition, you have goals, you're working on yourself. Apart from us, you have things for yourself that you want to do, personal goals and achievements. I love that.
So the fact that you love that,
Those are your green flags.
those are your green flags. And
Alright
you
then.
believe
How long till bad
that-
sex make the relationship mash up?
Bombard.
Rotted. How big of a red flag is that for you guys?
Yeah, how long till bad sex make the relationship
That's
mash up? Like say, yo,
not-
him provide, him do this, him show
Wait,
love.
me here, that's not. Me want to know what come after that's not. That's not
All
what?
right.
That's not something I can answer.
It's not your green flag, that.
She has not experienced it yet.
There we go.
She's stating that, you know.
You have, she has an experience.
She
Oh,
can't.
you have
she
an
hasn't
experience good
experienced it,
sex.
so she can't say
Oh.
bad sex. So she cannot say whether
She's
or
never.
not it would have been.
She's never had bad sex. All she's had is good sex.
So that's
Oh.
why you keep on put the red flag.
But the
there.
only way you really
So me
know
put
that
it
you've
on
had
my
good
say,
sex in a
alright.
Zara
That's
is
why I
if
put on the
you've
red flag
actually
after
had
a
something
little
to
later,
compare it against. Can I tell you?
Alright.
Just so you know. Yeah. No matter where you hear nobody tell you, the only time you know how great food is when you've had bad food. So, I will go on. The dance just get quiet. So, tell me now, Matthew. How many mistakes you make with this, with red flags early? Or you're not a man to make the mistake with red flags early? From your seat, you cut.
Gone.
Why you think people make this mistake of seeing red flags and why it not catch you? Or have you been a red flag to somebody?
But wouldn't that be them if them want to keep me around?
Oh,
Right?
well, that's true.
Right?
But you don't
No.
keep
So then
keep red flags.
It's a battle of red flags then.
No, you see me not keep them around. Honestly, like me see certain things like say, oh that girl a gold digger, you know, man. That girl just want things, you know. Me I say, alright then. How much time me can butter her before I slap her away for 6?
The man is being honest. Prince, he
being
look like you.
honest.
It's not wrong
Prince
with
look like him said.
Like you can't let go the secret like that, bro.
I'm just honest, raw, yeah.
No,
Nothing
man,
wrong with that.
no, man, honesty, but
Yeah.
that I just you know, say, yo, them
So no
red
matter
flag.
what, you're not.
No, and
you
me
would not see a red flag, or have you seen a red flag and continued?
No, yo, me don't like headache, and me have to, alright, then me have to really look into it and me say, what the underlying issue? You know, me I wonder.
Yeah, I have to deal with headache, bro.
No,
No, me understand why you would have said that, you know. Because you like
can't avoid headache.
no man, because
whole year.
you used to date a woman and
whole
them,
year.
no, you used to date a woman them called Panadol. So me understand.
No, Rodney, you talked about this earlier. Say you deal with women with problems, but they are not red flags, and that will still give you a headache. But
Yeah.
a red flag, boy, yo, me and a referee, you know, me no walk around with yellow card and red card. You know,
Yeah.
So me really not go. Me love myself.
Cause yellow flags you can live with, you know. If them don't become red flag, but red you. Me no know
I'm
red
tell you,
flags.
I've been with girls.
Why
and
you
me
gonna
tell you, say,
complain if you catch it and see it?
Now
I don't know.
Now gonna deal with it. Now gonna deal with it. Seeing so many red flags, and I was like, bruh, that's okay. She's hot, but she come with this problem. And I know say how me stay. Me say you know say by 3 months, my sanity now get dead. Me I lose sleep. Me I get irritable.
So you just invest 2 months and cut. You withdraw.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Me not make my peace and my sanity. You know, want keep good for the next one.
Okay. Well, the good thing is that while Prince did tell us, boy, I'm the 1 year stretch.
I saw it go.
No, man. No, take
No, yeah.
faith. You are going to tell you why.
That's how it go,
No, I'm going to tell you why. Because Kimario can tell you Tom
man.
Red can not have as much book run at the library as him can write on this matter. You're a red flag specialist.
I would state I have a lot of experiences.
With,
Too much.
That sound
with,
good.
with red flags? Or no?
Relationships on a whole.
Red or
Red.
some reds? What would be the most
The shade of red
outstanding
them
red?
kind of come down straight down.
Or you got shades of red?
Red. Yeah, different
Cha-cha.
shades of red.
Burgundy.
Blood red, hold on,
Awesome.
wine red, blood red, fire engine red, fire cracker red.
I would have state like 5 different color red. Boy. I mean, I said John.
All right,
That's
so
nice, sir.
what's like the most outstanding red flag you've had and how it happened?
I would say anger issues or controllable issues.
Oh, my father write a song about you.
So you know some.
Should do it again?
No, none of that. I would state
Oh,
that.
okay.
But when I say, oh, what's wrong with that one? A friend of mine say, oh, man, I was a bit crazy one them in the state. I mean, I said, one outside, come like crazy one them always find me. But
You're a magnet for madness.
boy, roughing up. Rough. People
Yeah,
don't work
rough with you.
always.
You
I
ever
say,
cuss
oh,
her about her issues?
yeah, man, whole heap of time we talk to her, I say, oh, you forgot therapy or something, man, you gotta sort out yourself. But then a day,
So when you did know the madness exists,
no, when you know, say, you are cause the madness or have the pressure tick. I said, you know, this time I try better myself and make sure, say, yo.
hold on, but you just
you
say,
were the
and you
problem?
bring out the madness
You
in her?
were the problem.
As a man,
Okay.
sometimes I bring out them, you call it now, the bad side.
That is true.
Me nah play no hero still,
So
but
you
we do the
really
thing them
was,
say,
you
man.
was a red flag then?
You did a
No.
gaslight her.
No, we no
red
gaslight.
flag.
We
Yeah,
no
man,
gaslight.
you light our stove.
We do the thing them, but then a day, cause he has a lot of distraction out there. But we not gonna fall short of that distraction. We want to stay focused on our personal relationship. So that I one of the thing that me feel me too. But we are try better ourselves. Same way I will say again, we are a work in progress.
How long this flagging was happening?
That me one.
How long this flagging went on for? Because I'm sure you're gonna beat the year. Me not ask. Me know you beat the year.
Alright. About a year and some months, man. Me not lie.
In other
a
words,
year and some months.
almost 2 years.
Yeah,
1 year.
something like
Never
that.
done
Hold on,
3 weeks.
Sound like 2 years.
Hold on, you ever say? Almost 2 yeah, something like that. You know, a year and 3 months just became almost 2 years.
No, but another day, you say, alright. You know, say, me make sure, man. You want to fix certain things as a youth and say, all right.
So you
So
are
you
the
met
red
a-
flag.
Hold on.
So
You
you
never
need
have
to
no
fix
red flag then.
yourself
Hold on.
as the red flag. She never have no red
Are
flag. It
you
was
saying
you.
you met her sound and after a while she started to chip
look how he mad out
little?
the girl.
She showed
Look how.
slight madness. And I said,
And you say, is
Me-
you
me find
bring
some
out the slight
activities.
madness in her, that you say?
And just say, watch your style, yeah.
And that always reach as a man, you know, to be honest with you, because we always take out the people, them girl fitness saint and thing, and end up have them crazy.
So you never think so maybe, just maybe, should it come to you with this madness?
No. So we get them. Because them have them past trauma.
Oh,
And
so-
them always bring
Yeah,
them-
so she come to you
So
with
she
the
come
madness.
to you with the
She come-
madness?
Yeah,
She
yeah,
always
she
have
come
them
to you with the
past-
So never you bring out the madness.
I'm state
The
again.
madness
She
just
come
come
to you.
out.
She come to you. Hide the madness.
They have
And they
their
bring it out her.
past
'cause him do
trauma. We
things.
always
Okay.
return back. I'll say again,
Hold
Brother
on,
State.
hold
Whether
on.
them do
Did
things
she
or
hide
not.
it or did she tell you? Because there are girls
That
that
will
will
tell
come
you.
to you and say, me, mad, you know.
All right. Some of them will tell you, and some with flicker on and off, like the so-called daddy issues, will come up eventually, and the mommy issues also
Talk
will
about the
come up.
controlling.
And the controlling part depends. You have the career, so you know you have the teachers and the lawyers and them thing. Them want the kind of control.
When
So
a woman
how she
tells
try
you
to
she's
control?
crazy and she trying her best to show you, it's always a good idea for sort of just believe her, you know.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
we do, but
And madness, a self-appointed madness, self-praised madness, is not, it don't hide, you know. You know that the moment when she look at you and her eye them like wide and she look at you with a big moronic grin and say, you know, I'm crazy, right? Yeah. You know, I like your car of fire, right?
But the thing is that some of these men think that that's an invitation to try and let us show them. I don't want to have to show you.
It's a
But
turn
it's
on
like
to
just
some
a-
man.
Yeah.
Sometimes you want to see the madness
Yeah.
for truth
not
still.
not to cut you, you know, but Zara seemed like she have a little crazy side.
Yeah.
you know?
And I've
But-
never told anybody anything otherwise.
But
So therefore,
the man will find out eventually.
Oh, see.
Yeah.
Just
But it's
press the-
like
just
man.
press
mess
the
around, you
button.
gonna find
Sometimes
out.
you
Press the
possess in
button.
your life.
Yo, me not grow them.
Me not grow them.
I want to see how far you gonna take it. When you say, yo, you're crazy, you're mad, you this, you that, I want to see how far
And
you gonna
that
take
is
it.
your
Sometimes
problem.
you have possess in your life.
Sure.
It-
No.
So you just, Matthew, you just said it, you know.
provoking.
You want to see the red flag them, you know.
No, as in, not say red flag. Me not say red flag, but
Madness no red flag, bro.
No, when she say, yo, she have this, whatever you say, if you do this, me gonna get this upset. Me gonna get this flustered. You know, so me gonna press the button if you say,
So if
Oh, you want to see
Oh,
what
what-
you
what
do?
impress me?
Yeah.
Isn't
okay,
that a red
okay.
flag though? I feel like that's a red
No,
flag.
No,
want
but
to
if
see
you want
how-
to see how far you would have go.
So she tell us,
Is that how much
any
button
day
press?
she finds you have an ex woman, she stab you up.
We go through that, man.
And then you say, and she discover it,
Wait,
and you
what?
say,
No,
so.
we're skipping over that. No,
Rodney, you can't skip over
you
that
can't
just
skip
like
over
that.
what
No,
you
no,
just
I
said.
never
like
skip
that.
over it, you know.
No.
I know I just hear Kimara say, no, me about, no, worry about that, man. No, me I take a break because, bro, I
No, we want to hear about that
bro,
after the
did
break.
I tell you that you not have nothing to talk about? Because you're 1 year, ain't got
that's
nothing
that's
from
off, man.
Kimara. But they tell you, you
You
never
said that
hear,
with no emotion like that.
no, you never realize, Miss Sartre
serious?
just wait upon it and say to you,
We will
choose
state
something. The man tell you.
we men need a little excitement.
No,
But
bro.
you can have
no,
excitement
bro,
without
bro,
the
bro,
body.
Razzle
bro.
dazzle.
Because then you're going to vex with me when...
No,
I need the
bro.
razzle dazzle.
No,
Some
no,
action.
bro.
That's separate.
May I take, no, may I take a break? Excitement is excitement.
Yes.
What you are talking about, something different. bro.
Different.
We take a break soon.
Oh yeah.
Win over $1 million in cash and prizes in the Yummy Summer Competition. Purchase any 4 different Yummy pastries. Write your name and number on your receipt. Send in with your Yummy salesman or drop off at the nearest supermarket or Yummy agency. 28 weekly prizes, 4 winners every week, plus grand draw August 28th for a laptop. $60,000, $30,000, plus a Yummy basket and back to school vouchers. Grand prize, a family weekend for 4 at the Holiday Inn. It's the Yummy Summer Competition, authorized under Section 58(3) of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
Your family deserves the best. And at Supermed Family of Pharmacies with locations across Kingston, St. Mary, Portland, and St. Thomas, they work to provide you with quality products and service to help you take care of yourself and the ones you love. Join the family. Super happy, super healthy, Supermed.
Mosquitoes will breed in containers that hold water. Tightly cover water storage containers such as drums, buckets, and tanks, or cover the water surface with cooking oil. Punch holes in all tins, plastic containers, and boxes to prevent the collection of water before disposal. Cover old tires or fill with dirt. Scrub all vases once per week to remove mosquito eggs, and dispose of garbage by placing in plastic bags. Do your part to prevent mosquito breeding. A message from the Ministry of Health.
We're having problems with our main YouTube page, but you can still enjoy or live stream on the YouTube platform. Go to Nationwide 90 FM Live or backup page to enjoy your favorite Nationwide programs. You can get there by simply typing at Nationwide News Network in your YouTube search window. You can also listen and interact with us through the Nationwide app and on your radio at 90.1, 90.3, 90.5, 90.7, and 90.9.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Would you believe me if I told you? Will you believe me when I say affairs of the heart? Together we've grown, if ever apart. All I want you to know is your love is life changing, and I couldn't be the same without you, darling. Your love is life saving. You always catch me when I fall. When the tour bus drop off and all light lock off, and I'm a mere mortal again. Promoter belly full and all the fans gone home. I'm glad that you're more than a friend. Oh, when your love is life changing, and I couldn't be the same without you, darling. Your love is life saving. You always catch me when I fall. There's people just like you and me, we pass them in the traffic that never fall in love, and some me have it, say me lucky. Enough of them not fortunate enough to have somebody. Some just cannot see beyond the flesh, and it's so funny. Never get too caught up in yourself.
Thanks for staying with us right here on Affairs of the Heart on Nationwide 90 FM. Look here, one of them there, if you have a show, we talk about true confession. The maddest people you've ever encountered in life. Yeah.
Ooh, stories.
And remember, say, I never get the worst. And oh God, that's been good to me. But some things I mean no exist. Kimara, what you say about the time when she hold you with the knife and start to stab you?
I never said that.
Or she never stab you?
No.
But she was gonna stab you.
Alright, so like flashbacks. About 5, 6, 7 years ago. I'm trying to be the young still, not the younger days.
Right.
So we go so now, boom. Young in love, moving together and thing. Do a little thing for about a period of time. So we end up had a little argument, and arguments that stem more conflicts, and so we never get aggressive or abusive. So we just try to keep it composure. But you know, women always we don't want to press certain things. But we just, as a man, keep it composure, is it? So just we never get the time of the day, and we just walk it off and thing. Two big knife end up draw me. I said, "Jano, start where this a go on?" Bridging them the day and say, "All right." So I get serious, them step back, because them not really want to play in a year and get the point, you know.
She was in front of you.
She was in front of me.
And your friend them?
Yeah, but in a day.
And she still draw the knife?
Confusion.
She was going to kill y'all.
No. So, when I see, me have an apartment back then, live on the second floor. It was getting heated to a point, say, boy, I never step back, you know. But me as a man now, your friend them there now, you say, all right, you try calm her down and thing. But think them now calm down. So, me now, as a man, you want to be the mature alpha male, so you say, hey, put her in her place and thing, but that never work out as thought, I would state.
You end up a jump off a second floor.
Same way, so like me jump on a flight of stairs and I say, yo, you understand? Because if you see an angry person and rush off of you with 2 big knife, I go so ching 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 ching.
Wow.
You not stand up.
Bro.
I'm
I'm just here to tell
Cartel
you.
sing about it in
I'm just here to tell you, there's no way you can tell me. I don't know who you want to tell, but there's no way you can tell me. So the woman who draw 2 long knife after you never know from long time. So this is a woman who draw 2 long knife after you.
We were distracted by love, I would state, you know. But then again, it's the same.
Distracted
by
love.
The muse, distracted by love. Okay.
Boy, you give love bad name, you know, bro.
When me young with the things, you know.
I want them to know, said they did walk in at the nearest police station with our photograph. Chances are, Squaddy said, what? You know how long we look for her, dog?
But
at least 5 other man in the country and probably 1 overseas. Right now, a nurse, stab wound.
Stab wound or gunshot wounds, you know.
And you take her up and there with her.
It was an experience.
He's a madman.
It was an experience.
That sounds like a movie still.
Not really that.
Enjoy the experience.
Clearly.
Yo.
The man says you're a magnet for red flag.
No, we got through it, man. We got through it. We got through it.
Channels.
We have experience of the stories that we can.
So you're good at know and you learn from that.
No, I would have said I'm a survivor.
You're still learning?
So how much crazy
Rodney.
girl you did after she?
The man says he's a survivor.
We were survivors. You're a survivor.
How am go Beyonce, bro?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, crazy girl. A few.
But so you never learn your lesson?
You learn it now.
You just
Are you
say,
still
alright,
learning?
she mad, but I just take a one.
So you still a learn.
We learn now, because right now we're too old for the excitements and the.
Oh, you just done learn.
No,
you just
but why
graduate.
No,
somebody said the same exact thing the other day.
We can't.
I love the mad girl, but me a tone down now, come I get old.
With the excitement thing now. All right. Imagine you a jump off a flight of stairs every year. You know, must break your foot one day.
Every year? Stop it.
No, I'm just giving you an example.
Scenario.
Scenario. So you just tone down and.
Is there anything else that comes to mind outside of 2 knife drawing and jumping over, 2 flight of stairs? Anything else that you... By the way, you did still there with her after she draw the 2 knife after?
Sad to say. Yes. Sad to say. Yes.
No, so that it really gets some excitement, man.
We move past it, but it never work out.
Move past it.
Yeah, this are the girl who did have that. That
zest.
She whips, them use whips and chains and them something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make love in a barbed wire.
And them something there,
You know when you're in some trauma and it take you some years till you can laugh about it. With him love the red flag. Him like that a theme thing like him go for red flag, but then
but maybe him have madness and madness have a tendency to go together.
After them 2 nights, the girl go ching ching, and then him just dead one day in the bed and just say, yo. Funny.
No, the 2 of them laugh about it. Right after them make love and him just stop and say, hey, you know something? You remember that time of the 2 knife?
Yeah, babes, they did like that though.
I know the joke about it. She probably have a knife. And sit down, cross him, and
try that with me again and
draw the knife across him throat and say, hey.
Rodney, remember, Vibes Cartel sing hits for that same song. Shorty fling off of me with a knife.
Me go up and say that's alright.
That is a hit song right now. So say them relationship.
So you live by that.
It's an experience.
Then you never know.
They can tell their friend them say alright.
You use Cartel as the example. You need
that's a bad example.
You need a bigger example of a man like madness.
Than Cartel.
Oh. Okay. Me just a say.
But we
yeah.
we just sit and laugh or fight still and say it's just a
you found it funny at the time.
We can tell with the friends and share.
I feel like you go through these things just to tell stories because
when him keep on and say nothing with this girl, what me I get from it is like If she not have a red flag, she not interesting. She
Yeah.
not no flair.
Yeah, man.
Clearly what he's saying.
Yeah, man. A danger the man go for. Danger.
We pass them.
You are a magnet for red flags.
Them man they we work at Petra Jam and
You
walk
are
in
who you are
and
tracking.
smoke cigarette.
That's what them say.
If God ready for him take him. They say him there right now. They say him there right now.
No, but I don't think him want cigarette right now. Because as far as him concerned, I don't like God I run him down with all a big stone and beat him before him going to heaven. You understand? So like him him got the pearly gate. Him got the pearly gate and St. Peter say, hey Kimara, what's up man? He must say,
so this is it?
I eat that.
Like, come on, man.
Before
Look
she
at
join.
No, him look over on St.
drama.
Peter's shoulder and I say, tell me something. You say, Shelly, you know. No, she don't.
Tell me.
Oh,
Before she draw the
damn.
knife, what did you see? Before she reached her stage, what did you see? Cause she not just draw the knife right away. What did she
There
do?
was there had to
Yeah,
be a build up.
there are things leading up to that.
What did she
Yeah,
do?
skip out that part there.
No, man, I read it with the man.
No man, it's a build up thing, you know. Like she fling her shoes down.
Radio the pan. So you see things before the knife where you can't talk about on radio?
Something like that.
My brother, you need Jesus.
Brother,
Because
me have
then
a
that sound worse
yo,
than the knife.
Yo, me have a virgin in her mind. Him and him woman are cussing her mind. And she there are cooking her mind. And the whole pot of curry got the man getting him headside, you know, blood and curry are mixing up. And she wanna wake him up in the bed and call him cousin to come carry him to the hospital.
And him still there with her after that.
So it's not just a me thing. It's not just a we thing.
What I can tell you
It be a
is,
talk show host.
well, I know,
I agree.
tonight, none of you should really feel alone because you'd be surprised to know how many people have these red flag stories, you know. What you might be surprised about is the amount of people who complain in the end and say, I don't even, but he just changed and became somebody new. Right.
He did it.
After you tell me about the 6 red flag where you seen at the beginning.
You have some
you know.
people who are oblivious to, you know. You have some people who just...
Yeah, they choose to ignore.
I don't think I ignore.
I'm going to
them
say I had another experience. I ignored the red flags because I was lonely. And I really didn't. And I never thought he was going to change. I didn't think anything was going to get better. And God knows, he was crazy.
Hold on, you know, another part of this, narcissism.
Yeah.
And that's good to admit that.
Narcissism. Trust me, the man are gonna know, say, yo, the man or the woman are gonna know, say, yo, she stays so. And you are gonna point it out to them. And them are gonna just look at you and say, yo, are they accept it or not? I'm not chill. And then you accept it and you continue. Because of other values
Never try to see.
And then you're going to continue complain about it.
Kind of the wickedest thing. Good women, you know, good women who accept red flags
Could just keep it to
over
herself.
time no longer remain good, you know. Because after a while, the only thing them can see is red. And if they look and they don't see red, all of a sudden them don't know what to identify it as. So, I go all a reasoning now.
It's now time for Rodney's reasonings.
I don't know, but I have a different kind of concept in life, which is very simple. I think people are always different. It's easy, you know, women have a tendency to, if you leave a woman to her own devices, chances are she can buy the same pair of shoes 3 times and don't realize if she should close her eyes. Because whatever she did like in the beginning, what she never like about it, she just gonna find the same thing she did like, and chances are end up with the same pair of shoes. It's a different color, and then all of a sudden she says, yeah, but this one totally different. Right, yeah, man. And then you wonder why it is she have so many shoes and all of them burn her, but she said, yeah, but they're nice shoes. Men have a tendency, it's just the ego. And don't feel like women don't have the ego. Oh yeah, women have the ego. Don't be fooled. But as men, we believe for some reason, before we leave a woman, but we know say the red flag them hard, we are hopes that she will tell us say it done and go on, because we don't quite know how to say it done. And then she said it done, and we say, no, it never done the right way. So we go on, hang on, bunny, because we are wait for the moment when it done the right way. And in the end, a lot of the time you hear stuff in the news and you wonder to yourself, when you hear the history you always come back if you're logical. How this should reach us out? Because clearly, and then for those people who might sit on the sidelines and say, well, a long time me I tell him, you know, load a be there, you know, or a long time me I tell her load a man there. You always have to understand what the motivating factor or factors happen to be when people refuse to leave something. Whether it's money, love, sex, abuse. And do not believe for a minute that there are not people who remain in something because they find abuse, whether it's twisted or not. We're not here to psychoanalyze that moment, but there are some people who find toxicity and abuse and all these things to be almost like an adrenaline rush. Without it, they don't think that things are complete. So whatever the circumstances are. But I always say, if you start off knowing that you're walking in quicksand, it don't make sense for you to complain when you get swallowed up by quicksand and say, I can't believe this. I'm in quicksand. Which is why tonight's topic was really about, not about whether you see red flags or not, it's whether or not you see them and still stay with them and then complain. You know, you meet the man and the man have 15 baby mother and him don't have nothing to do with none of the youth them. Not one. And then you turn around and say, can you imagine this dirty man, this John Crow? Yeah. You remember that part where you did say you didn't know this in the beginning? Mm-hmm. Just join the line and Bill. Because you're not saying much for yourself if you decide you want to try to style the man and style all the other women they may have. Unless, of course, if they drug you and tell you some magician story. Yeah, and somehow the man need to just bill and stop going like you're not dunce. Vagina, vibes, hotness, all these things we're going to try and use as excuses. All right. And the 2 knife crew. Yeah, all them things there. Yeah. There's a policeman who is now buried. A years them try to explain to himself him don't leave the woman one day. She not only chop him, she not only beat him, but she shoot him a couple times. And everybody would I tell you, dog, we did see this coming in. Yeah, but it don't just happen to women alone. It don't have to be an extreme circumstance either. It can just be abusive. We need to understand yourself. Do something grown up for yourself for a change instead of try to blame somebody else for the whatever we find yourself in. Marika Peku, my producer, big up yourself. But BD, Kimon Smith, technical operator, Andrew Anderson. Well, one thing with Bugs, you know, Bugs tell you point blank. From him even see a flag pole, him gone. Him doing business with a color flag left on the post, him gone. Yeah, man. The man said them no want to see nothing name flag. Judgment on flag. I could have Jamaica flag. Bugs gone. Yeah, man. Man say him go home and yard and share Jamaica flag, man. Olympics are the man say, eh? No, man, we don't want a woman in that flag. Yeah, man, cut. That has been Affairs of the Heart right here on Nationwide 90 FM. Of course, big up to my sponsor, Supermed Pharmacy and the Ministry of Health and Wellness. We're there next week.
Affairs of the Heart was brought to you by Supermed Pharmacy, Super Happy, Super Healthy, Supermed, and the Ministry of Health and Wellness. Healthy people, healthy environment.
Chuck, them give me the wrong light switch.